Don't ask me why I'm in like literally the middle of an abandoned house. But I had just come for my daily afternoon walk, and I actually got my sales conversion rate, like the amount of people I convert on a sales call, to approximately 100%. I'm not joking when I say this, like 100% sales conversion rate. And the process of achieving the same was actually pretty simple. And this is a new thing which I have been trying for a couple of days, and it has been working pretty well. So I thought I'll just document it so that someone can hopefully get value out of it. So I used to hate sales previously before this, and the only reason which I hated sales is because I thought I was wasting my time. So what used to happen was that I used to get on these calls with people. They were like a perfect fit for working with me as well. Like the problem which they had, I knew for a certainty like I could solve it and everything. But for some reason, everything was going perfectly. But there's just a scarcity. Like there's an epidemic which has been plaguing the markets if you sell anything online. And that epidemic is basically a scarcity of trust. Everything has been going on perfectly in the markets, everything. But you know, Iman Gadzi made this agency model popular. So now, whenever someone gets on a quote unquote call with someone, even if it's like a discovery call or something, firstly they have these massive amounts of basically like resistance. They're not open. They don't see you as a person who can help them out on the sales call, but rather as someone who just wants to sell them shit. Which is true, because what happened is so many people started their own agencies after watching people like Iman Gaji, these kids just started their own agencies. And marketing and sales is actually pretty simple. Like you can literally copy successful outreach messages, and you can just learn the exact words to say. You can just learn the exact amount of pauses to take and everything. And marketing and sales is actually pretty simple when it comes to business. The hardest part, at least for me, was always having a extremely valuable product which actually delivered results to people. And I think like that's the case with most of the people as well. So what started happening is all these people, they started learning outreach strategies, client acquisition strategies. They started to learn sales. They started watching sales calls, recordings, and everything, and they got pretty good at sales. And I'm a victim of this too. Like in the beginning, I was like a sales genius, but no one taught me how to deliver the services. Like go to YouTube, you're gonna find endless videos on signing more deals, making more money, but you're never gonna find like a video on how to actually deliver the services for which people actually paid you money for. And what this led to was a simple, like it was inevitable that eventually the market would lose trust and faith in people, because they have been burned through so many shitty agencies. When they started out, like all this typical make money online business thing, when it started out, what used to happen is people were like, damn bro, like this guy is promising me such great things. Like let's say there was the first person who had read $100 million offers by Alex Hermosi. Obviously he created like an offer which people felt stupid saying no to. And that was the case for a small period of time. But slowly what started to happen is so many people, like they also started like creating their offers which people basically could not say no to, and the market saturated because now everyone was making these crazy offers. Like if you don't get results, I'll literally take your grandma to hospital and I'll basically give her my own fucking heart for her surgery and all of that crap. And the offers were getting crazier and crazier. The marketing side was going completely up and up and up and up, and people kind of became numb to it, because nowadays every single guy has a new revolutionary way, a crazy fucking offer and a guarantee. And the market started to saturate, basically, if I'm being honest. And that's the issue I was facing. These people wanted what I have. I truly knew I could help them, but it was just that the market had been ruined. where all of these people who learned marketing and sales and outreach and everything, client acquisition was sorted, but they did not learn how to actually deliver the services. And a lot of the times they would like ghost the people, or they would simply not refund their money back or something like that. And this led to the issue of trust. That's the biggest concern in the market nowadays. Like, the only reason your business might be struggling, if you're kind of decent at it, is because people don't trust you enough. And this meant that on the sales calls and everything, I was facing a lot of rejections. A lot of people were saying no to me on these calls. And I hated it because, bro, I'm like investing 30, 40, 50 minutes of my time. And if someone said no, that's essentially like I thought of it as a waste of time. So I created this new strategy, which I've been trying for, like, let's be honest, like a couple of days or maybe a week maximum. And this has given me like 100% conversion rates. And here's exactly how you can copy paste it. So the first thing you can do like right now is, this only works, by the way, if you have a good service. The only way to stand out nowadays is to have genuinely a good service. And by a good service, I don't mean you have like a lot of testimonials or case studies. It simply means like you need to have a service which, like, let's say I pay you some money. Within 24 hours, I should see at least some result. I should move at least one step closer towards my dream outcome, towards my dream result, whatever I want. I should move at least a step closer towards that. So your service should ideally be doing this. It should be extremely fast in delivering the results, and it should not require a lot of effort or sacrifice from the person. Basically, the perfect services, they get extremely close to their dream outcome, basically whatever they want, and they don't have to do like literally anything. So you do need like a good fucking service, and if you cannot figure it out, go on the internet, look for people in your niche, find out places where they hang out, where they basically whine and complain, look at the problems they're facing. What you can do is you can go to Twitter, Instagram, scrape the comments of popular posts, where basically like find a post where your niche would probably watch, like a account your niche would follow, scrape all the comments, give it to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT like what are the problems these people are facing. After that, you can like copy the transcripts, basically all the words which are being exchanged in your sales calls. So what I do is, like, there's this website called fathom.video, fathom.video, and you can just go there, and it basically joins all your Google Meet recordings, Zoom meetings and everything, where you're basically speaking to your niche, and it automatically like records all of the transcripts and basically like the word by word everything. So you can just copy it, paste it in ChatGPT, and ask it for basically like analysis of the call, what are the main problems your niche issue is facing, and then just dedicate the next 7 to 14 days into figuring out the perfect solution, which is effortless and actually works. And it does not require a lot of your time to deliver. It does not involve like huge costs. Your profit margin should be high and everything. So that's the first step. If you don't have this, then it won't work. So what I did, I built out these systems. I built out SOPs, everything, like literally everything. I thought like, what are all the issues these people might have, and I built out the systems, the processes, SOPs, whatever it would require, and I tried to make it as effortless as possible. And now, if I sign a client, within the next 30 minutes, he can start getting results. That's how good I made this. And it was not always like that. So don't listen to this and think that you're not good enough if you're not getting like crazy results today, because I've suffered with it for like way too fucking long. And eventually, like, someone might be like, Saumil, I don't need like a good service. For example, I was speaking to the owner of an AI company yesterday, and he told me, Saumil, I want to sell my software and everything, but I cannot have a guarantee because I'm not sure like if they'll use it properly or something. And I was like, bro, you need a fucking guarantee. He was like, why? I want to sell my software like instantly. Instantly is basically like a cold email tool. And he was like, I want to sell it like instantly because they don't offer any refunds or guarantees. I'm like, bro, even if you persuade someone to pay for the first month, they're not gonna continue for the second month if they don't get like fucking crazy. Like, if they don't get a ROI, humans are not stupid enough that they're gonna keep on investing money into this shit. So if you think you can like survive a long period of time, especially in this crazy market, without having a good fucking service, then it's gonna be pretty fucking difficult, man. Like, if I'm being honest, it's gonna be extremely difficult, and you're gonna struggle and you're gonna suffer a lot, if I'm being honest. So yeah, just like learn it. The faster you understand this, the better and crazy results you can get. So just get it in your head, you need a good fucking service, and it's common sense, bro. Like, why should someone pay you money if you cannot get them results? It sounds kind of stupid, man. So if you're scared of having offers, guarantees and refunds, you're kind of stupid, because if you think you can truly succeed over decades without having like a good service delivery mechanism from which people can actually genuinely see results, I think you're kind of like stupid. If I'm being honest, you're genuinely like freaking stupid if you think you can do it. Anyways, now that you have a good service, what you're gonna do is, whenever you go on these sales calls and everything is done, like you need like a decent enough sales process as well. But once the sales process has ended and you're moving towards the close, where basically the person asks you, so what exactly do you have in store for me, what can you offer me and everything, at that point of time you're not gonna tell them this is what I can do for you. What I started doing is, I started opening up accounts of people who were in similar niches. Like, let's say I was working with like an AI company, or like let's say an agency, like SEO agency for example. Instead of telling them what I can do for them, I'll open up the account of another SEO agency I'm currently working with. I'll show him their website, like these are these people, they're legit fucking people. And then I'll open up their account. I'll show them like, see, this is what we do. We do step 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that they get more clients, which is basically the thing which he wants. So if you start showing instead of telling, it significantly improves trust, because now you're not making promises, you're showing proof. And Alex Sarmozy always said that proof over promise. So basically, just stop promising them shit, like saying shit, and just start showing them this is exactly what you can do. And the best way to do it is just share your fucking screen on Google Meet and explain it over like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes maximum. It should not take more than that. After that, they will have some questions, and the best thing you can do to answer the questions is once again show it to them. If they ask you like, how does this thing work, instead of explaining it, just show it, this is what you have to do. If they ask you like, what's the refund policy, like instead of telling them, just show them the exact fucking refund policy you have. Like, open up a Google Doc or something where you have your offer written. So show, don't tell. That's a very powerful motto you can take in business. Like, just always show it, and this will at least double your conversion rates. If you're watching this video, I assume your conversion rates are between like 10-15%, let's be honest, and you can easily get to like 20 to 40% conversion rates using this. And obviously, if your sales skills are decent, if your sales skills are shit, like no matter what you do, it won't work out. But I'm assuming your sales skills are kind of decent, so yeah. So if you just make this small change, you can easily like double your conversion rates. But now the issue arises, like, okay, Somil, cool, I've increased the percentage of people who do not fucking buy from me. But what about the remaining, let's say, 60 to 80% of people who don't trust me enough yet? Because if you remember, like, we are living in a time where there's a scarcity of trust. And no matter how good your service is, people will just have something like, everything makes sense, but there's just something which is stopping me from making the decision. This is the exact line which people use. And I used to kind of get like pissed off at it. I used to give them like ultimatums basically, where I was like, bro, like everything is in front of you. Are you fucking stupid, retarded? Like everything is in front of your eyes. And I used to think like they were like malicious, bad people because I had the proof and everything. But then I started feeling a bit empathetic towards them. And I was like, maybe they are actually not bad people. Maybe they've just been burnt in the past. And maybe if I was in a similar position like them, I would have acted and behaved in the exact same way. So then what I started to do, like the simple change which I made, what I started doing is I told them, I completely understand. What we can do is we can get started with a 20% down payment. Don't set like an advanced deposit, something like that. Down payment is the best word. I don't remember who I stole it from. There's basically this person, like, I don't know. I saw someone's sales video, like a mock sales call, basically like a sales call he had taken with the prospect, and instead of saying like an advanced deposit, he said down payment. So this is the exact line which I use. I totally understand you're having like concerns and everything. What I can do for you is get you started for like 2 weeks at just a 20% down payment. And if you don't like it for any reason, if you think like this is shit or something, no questions asked, 100% refund straight to your bank account. I'll wire you the transfer the same freaking day. So this works as well. This will convert, like, let's say, out of the remaining people, 60 to 70% of the people will be converted with this, And if you can genuinely deliver results, you have no fucking issues, because in the next 7 to 14 days, because we agreed that we need to deliver results fast, so by the time the 7 to 14 days period ends, they've probably made more money back than what they invested with you. So basically, like, that's what they've done. So now they have clearly seen, like, okay, I paid this guy, let's say $1, and he made me $3 back. So if I pay him the remaining 80% of the money which is remaining, I'm gonna make like a lot of money back. So it's just positive feedback loop. So that's what you can do. But the remaining people, like the remaining, let's say 10 to 30% of the people, they'll still be like, bro, I don't trust you. I just don't trust you. Like this, it's just the way it is. Like maybe I'm doing something wrong, so someone can correct me on this, but this is what I've noticed. 10 to 30% of people will be like that. And what I've started doing for these people is I offer them a 2-week free trial. 2 week is the best. Like I have tried 30 days as well, I've tried 1 week as well, but 2 weeks is the sweet spot, basically the thing which has converted the best. So I offer them like a 2-week free trial, and in the trial I basically tell them like one very important thing: ensure you turn auto billing on. Meaning, like, it should not be like, let's say today is 1st of January for simplicity purposes, and you're going to be giving them a trial till 15th of January. It should not be like you don't charge them anything, and on 15 January you reach out to them, you're like, hey bro, pay out this invoice. You should basically be charging them like a $1, or like basically like a very small amount, like $1, just to authenticate the auto payment. Basically, if you use cards, like you have auto debit, right? So basically you can set it up that on 15 January they'll be charged this amount, and before that they can cancel anytime. So ensure you turn auto billing on. Even if you use UPI, there's this thing called auto pay. So you can use Razorpay. If you're an Indian and you're watching this, you're like, bro, how can I do it with UPI? Go to Razorpay, and there you can basically like create a subscription, which is basically like they'll be charged at a later date, and you can like basically start the subscription from like what basically you can start the subscription from 15 January, and they'll be charged like 5 rupees, which is what, 10 cents in US dollars. So they'll be charged that small amount, which is refunded to them automatically. But it's just a very small way of gaining their commitment, because then they start to think like, okay bro, I'm actually committed towards this. So ensure auto billing is turned on, and give them like a 14-day free trial. In the trial, whenever they sign up, like bombard them with value, give them as much value as possible. Like just bombard them with value, give them shitloads of value. And yeah, that's all you have to do. Just give them so much of value that they're like, bro, I did not even pay, and this is better than all of the paid shit I've actually wasted my money on. And if you can do that, I've almost had like a 90 or an 85-95% conversion rate on people who I give like a free trial to. So I did this with a guy yesterday, and today morning he told me, Somil, can I offer the exact service you're offering to my customers as well? Can I white label it? Like imagine, someone did not even trust me to pay me money, and in less than 24 hours he's like, bro, I love what you are fucking doing. Can I offer this exact same thing to my fucking people too? And that's the fucking sauce. That's how you get like 100% sales conversion rate. So if you just show you boost the amount of people who buy on the spot, then you can offer down payments to convert like the remaining 60 to 80% of the people, and the remaining people you can offer them a 14-day free trial, like start their auto billing. And once you have this in place, then it simply becomes a matter of delivering the services. But we agreed in the beginning, you actually have a good service, and if you can deliver results in like 24 to 48 hours, there's no fucking person who has a burning painful problem which can be solved by you, and you actually solve it in 14 days, who is gonna say no to you? So yeah, that's the secret sauce. That's how I took my sales fucking conversion rate to 100%. And basically you can literally go ahead and steal all of this. Yeah, that's it, man. Like if you're making less than $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, first link in the description. If you're making more than that, second link in the description. All of the cool stuff is in the description. Yeah, just go and check it out, and I'll actually get out of this abandoned fucking building before someone comes and thinks like I'm about to do some crazy shit.